JBN, we keep you informed. Three shot, two fatally in St. James and St. Catherine. Two men were shot dead, and a woman shot and wounded in two separate gun attacks in St. James and St. Catherine on Monday. The deceased men have been identified as Louis Woodburn, a farmer of Catadupa, St. James, and a 29-year-old Ricardo Ricketts of Peace Avenue in Portmore, St. Catherine. In the first incident, the police reported that Woodburn was walking to his farm at about 8:50 a.m. when he was approached by a gunman. The man opened gunfire, hitting Woodburn before escaping. Woodburn was later pronounced dead at the hospital. 2 hours later, Ricketts and a woman were shot by unknown assailants at his house in Portmore. According to reports, at about 10:40 a.m., Ricketts and the woman were at home when armed men entered and opened gunfire, hitting him multiple times. The woman was also shot during the attack. The men then fled the area and residents alerted the police. Both injured persons were taken to the hospital, where Ricketts was pronounced dead while the woman was treated and released. Police from the respective parishes are investigating the incidents. Trelawney cops arrest 5 men for gun ditched during high-speed chase. The Trelawney police have taken 5 men into custody in connection with the seizure of an illegal firearm on Saturday. 2 of the men are reportedly to be wanted for questioning by the police in St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland, respectively. Reports are that on Saturday, members of a police patrol team in Trelawney spotted a car with 5 men aboard traveling in Zion District in the parish. The police signaled the driver of the car to stop, but the signal was disobeyed, resulting in a high-speed chase. During the chase, the police noticed that an object was thrown from the vehicle, which turned out to be an illegal firearm when it was retrieved by the cops. The police eventually apprehended the men after boxing in the vehicle they were traveling in. The men were subsequently taken into custody and are expected to be charged shortly. St. James SOE reduced to a joke. The ongoing state of emergency SOE is losing its popularity as St. James residents are openly expressing frustration with its failure to curb the wanton lawlessness, with more than 90 persons killed since the start of the year. I am more than frustrated with what is happening, especially since we have surrendered so many of our rights to give the security forces the chance to operate freely, a businessman said yesterday. With all the assets at their disposal, I believe a well-trained security force should be producing better results. The city of Montego Bay was thrown into near panic mode last Saturday morning when gangsters abducted businessman Andrew Chin and took him to his home, which they searched, before taking him to his business place where they stole the contents of his vault and his licensed firearm before murdering him. We expected the SOE to reduce murders, but it is not doing so. Last year we had 103 murders, and now we are just at September and we already have 90. This is more than a joke, added the businessman. With all the talk about the SOE, I wasn't expecting more than 20 murders at most. In reacting to criticisms about the ineffectiveness of the SOE in St. James, National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang said based on the way some murders are carried out, the SOE is powerless to stop them. Chang, the Member of Parliament for North West St. James, was a strong advocate for the April 30 imposed SOE, which also blankets Westmoreland and Hanover. While declaring her support for the SOE, Montego Bay Chamber of Commerce and Industry President Janet Silvera said the business community would love to see the security measure tweaked to boost its effectiveness. We are not of the opinion that the security forces are not trying to reduce crime in St. James, but the possibility exists that there is a need for more meaningful consultations and more synchronization of the Army and the police in the operations, Silvera said. Superintendent Vernon Ellis, who unveiled a 5-pronged plan at the start of the year to rein in lawlessness in the parish, said his team remains committed to the fight. We remain quite focused, and we will not allow ourselves to be distracted, said Ellis, who has been spearheading social intervention programs in communities, such as the once volatile Salt Spring. We are urging residents to give us their support as we seek to make the parish safe for all residents. Former JLP MP Laurie Broderick has died. Former Member of Parliament for Northern Clarendon, representing the Jamaica Labour Party JLP Laurie Broderick has died. Broderick is famously remembered for the shock defeat he inflicted on the People's National Party's PNP Horace Daly in the 2007 general election to take the North Clarendon constituency, a strong PNP seat. He prevailed by 227 votes over Daly in that general election campaign. However, in the December 2011 general election, Daly reclaimed the seat he had previously served unbroken from 1989. By the time of the 2016 general election, which the JLP won in a widely regarded upset victory over the PNP, Broderick, who served under both Bruce Golding and Andrew Holness administrations, had switched allegiance to the PNP, having fallen out with his former party. He even served as a member of Daly's campaign team for that election, which saw Daly turning back the challenge of the JLP's Caswell Pinnock. Prime Minister Holness paid tribute to Broderick in a social media post Wednesday morning. Sad to learn of the passing of former JLP MP for Northern Clarendon and Attorney Lawrence Laurie Broderick, Holness posted. The Prime Minister noted that having defeated Daly in 2007, Broderick made good contributions to our Parliament and country as MP. He has offered condolences to Broderick's family, friends, and colleagues. Laurie Broderick was from a political family. His father, Percival, was a long-standing member of the PNP and was MP for North East Clarendon from 1949 to 1955. His brother, who was also named Percival, was a member of the JLP and served as MP for North East Clarendon from 1972 to 1989. Apart from being an attorney, Laurie Broderick was a former Army captain. Phillips accused Bunting's team of using money to influence election outcome. President of the People's National Party (PNP), Dr. Phillips yesterday delivered some verbal jabs at the man seeking to unseat him, even suggesting that members of the Rise United campaign team are using cash to influence the outcome of Saturday's internal election. But 3 days before the fight of his political career, the 69-year-old Phillips expressed confidence that the delegates of the PNP will return him as president over his challenger Peter Bunting. "I am not feeling any pressure," he told the journalists during a press conference hosted by his One PNP campaign team at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in St. Andrew. Lisa Anna, communications director for the One PNP team, told reporters that a senior leader of the Peter Bunting-led Rise United team was in her Southeast St. Anne constituency on Sunday, handing out envelopes containing $10,000 to delegates who are eligible to vote. "Every time he went to a delegate and left the envelope, I was called. They are all over the place," Hannah claimed during the press conference. Phillips also said aspects of the campaign have been a forceful reminder of the nature of the role of money in politics in Jamaica. Money has never been a central feature of the People's National Party's appeal to the people of Jamaica. "We will never forget Norman Manley's effort at political education, nor Michael's injunction. We are not for sale," he declared, citing the first two presidents of the party. The PNP president said the party's capacity to reject the role of money in the nation's political life is going to be weakened to the extent that there are people in the PNP that seek to use money as a vehicle for persuasion within the party. In a broadside against his rival, Phillips said the campaign began as a virtual referendum on his leadership, orchestrated by persons in search of power. The fact is, they started the campaign on the basis of a poll. The truth is, if we were to use a poll to determine the successor to me, then I would say the present challenger would not be in the top tier. Buju Banton gives school supplies to Boys Home in Manchester. Reggae star Buju Banton is making good on his mission to assist destitute young men through his eponymous foundation. On Saturday, August 31, the Buju Banton Foundation presented a huge supply of school stationery to residents at Mount Olivet Boys Home in Manchester. The facility, established 52 years ago, provides care and protection for 48 boys ages 6 to 18. In accepting the donation, facility administrator Patrick Newman expressed gratitude to the Buju Banton Foundation for its generous gesture. "Your kindness has not gone unnoticed, and we want to especially say how much this donation means to us as we plan towards our back to school for the new term," Newman said. "It is unfortunate that we have children whose parents have failed in their responsibility to them. We at Mount Olivet Boys Home believe these boys have tremendous potential and, if given the right environment, nurturing and love, can fulfill their God-given purpose in life," he added. further expressing sincere thanks to the Buju Banton Foundation and looking forward to future support as we work together in making a difference in the development of our boys here at the home. Rosemary Duncan, director at the Buju Banton Foundation, said the foundation was looking forward to providing further assistance to Mount Olivet Boys Home to help ensure the boys are equipped with resources necessary to become positive contributors to society. Buju Banton launched the foundation in January of this year, less than a month after being released from prison in the United States, where he served time on drug charges. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.